like a Make-A-Wish kid. I was like, hey, I came to meet Bart.
Here now. All right, I'm gonna sing. You ready? I wanna fuck you like an animal. Bow, bow. I don't want to do the whole thing.
No, but I knew it was
very
gonna be
violent.
That's all that happens?
Yeah.
I wanna feel you from the inside. All right, here I am. I wanna fuck you like an animal.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know the song, but
You don't know the song
I'll
Closer.
I'll add.
You
like,
heard it.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Somebody saw 9 Inch Nails last night.
Someone saw 9 Inch Nails last night and was screaming
You guys
so
are
loud.
so cool in metal.
Thank you.
Well,
we tried.
Before you think that, I brought Birkenstocks with me to the concert. I wore heels and then I had Birkenstocks in my bag
Nice.
so that I could rock out hard.
But that is more metal.
Yeah.
You do need arch support.
Yeah,
You need
I
arch
agree.
support. Also, if you're gonna get in a mosh pit ever, I always say,
my
you
God.
know, don't dress
Yeah.
for fashion.
Goths
Wear a
don't-
comfy shoe.
Goths evade plantar fasciitis, okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Go with
36.
a platform. That's why goths like them.
I'm really overstimulated by that environment. I would have a panic attack. I don't know
Yeah.
how
It's
you
very
guys do
intense.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I think like my experience of the mosh pit environment is it's a lot of people who get overstimulated easily, but it's so much that you
Yeah.
can like, you're there to freak out.
you can go,
But do
you
they
can
get-
overcome.
I was invited to Kendall Jenner's Pride
wow.
party.
Whoa.
No,
Flex.
it's not. No.
Famously gay.
Yeah,
Kendall
yeah.
Jenner.
It
Did
was
she
for
pass
her,
you a
like,
Pepsi for
tequila
social justice?
brand
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
And like it was just every white gay male influencer in New York City.
Yeah.
It was like, and then it was just so loud and everyone
Yeah.
was talking and I went in and
Yeah.
Jen really wanted to go because it was Kendall Jenner and we were like,
Yeah.
is Kendall Jenner
Yeah.
gonna be
That's
there?
fucking cool.
Obviously not. No, we were
Yeah.
just there to
Yeah.
take the picture and post on our story or
Hashtag
whatever.
this tequila.
Yeah. She has no fuck. I'm not even sure she even knows this party is happening.
Right.
Yeah.
But
What a life.
yeah, but
know.
I was like hyperventilating. I
Yeah.
like couldn't
Yeah.
handle it.
Well, that's
are
like
they hyperventilating in the mosh pit?
Well, that's like I
No,
feel
you're,
like a
like,
different
dying.
scene because everyone is like so cool and hot, you know? And like
White
the
gays
mosh
you're talking
pit,
about?
the
Yeah,
Kendall
yeah.
Jenner party,
Sure,
take
yeah.
the Instagram photo. But a mosh pit is like everybody's
I love
fucking
that you didn't know who was cool and hot.
Yeah.
white gays.
White gays. Yeah.
But the mosh pit is more like everybody's like pretty busted.
It is. It's a busted crew.
It's
yeah.
a pretty busted crew, and they're like throwing elbows at each other. So it's like if you're feeling nervous, there's so many ways to take out that nervous energy.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to. There's no like rules about where you have to stand and stuff. That's what gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
But then like a place where it's like there's no rules. You can stand anywhere. People are gonna bump into you. I'm like, that's good.
It's like knee brace stuff.
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails was like people with knee braces who had like little
Yeah.
earplugs in because
Oh,
everyone's
okay.
like 40. 9
Okay.
Inch Nails was cool
Yeah.
a long time ago and they are fantastic. But there was no like Gen Z e-girl there.
They're also too big now to be like it's not like a real mosh pit situation.
no,
It's
no.
like you can't have a mosh pit in like a stadium.
It's Barclays
you know?
Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arena.
Wow.
A beer is $25.
Crazy.
We're old. But I had a great time.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun to hang out with a bunch of 40-year-old aging punks and just kind of rock out.
Yeah. Kind of rock out. It was good. By the way, we've not introduced our guest.
Yes.
That's okay.
No, I am thrilled to have
I
you.
added nothing to that.
No, you were great. You brought up the Kendall Jenner Instagram part.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great. Welcome to the show, Ashley Gavin.
Thank you.
Fantastic comedian. Great podcast, which Lizzie is a regular.
Yeah. Host of the We're Having Gay Sex podcast,
Yes.
which I love.
So much fun. I'm so happy to see you. I have a core memory of you in my early comedy days. I'm not even sure if you will remember this.
Oh God,
but
I'm really nervous.
No, you were great. It
I'm
was-
already anxious.
You
so
were
let's
kind of
just-
As soon as she said that, I was like, "You're gonna get nervous." I would get nervous.
No. You were like a life vest because I was drowning. Caroline's used to do this awful thing, the March Madness. Caroline's is a
Oh my
comedy.
God, fuck
Yes.
Fuck
Yeah.
March Madness.
Fuck
Yeah.
March
I'm
Madness.
so glad. First of all, it's closed, so we can't get in trouble. But I'm so glad
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my career where I can point at some of the
Yes.
things that I felt like I had to participate in,
Yeah.
and be like,
"That
this
sucked."
is so dumb."
Yeah.
Mean, dumb, scary, awful.
I
So
don't
for
think
those
a
of
woman
you-
ever won.
Yeah.
No. Well, actually, one year a woman won, and it was the woman who humiliated me with her talent, and that's Carrie caught it, but we will get into that.
Well,
But
if you don't know what March Madness is, because of course you don't,
Yeah.
why would you? It's not the basketball tournament. It's a tournament-style comedy competition that is like just made for you to embarrass yourself and lose in front of your peers.
It's bracket style. You go on stage with one other comedian. You each get, at the first round, you get 1 minute.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to repeat material into the next round. And I think in the next round, you go like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then by the end, I think the finalists are each doing like 15
The
minutes.
original
And boy,
Kill
did
Tony.
people repeat, by the way.
I was about to say,
by
who was
the
keeping
way,
track?
nobody.
Yeah.
And I was trying to have
Oh,
integrity.
and it's audience vote. So
Clapped
It's
her.
whoever brought the most friends.
yeah, it's whoever
Yes.
brought the most friends.
Yeah.
So
Unless somebody's really great, which they're not.
well, okay, and here's the thing. So this was like a who's who, this thing. This
Yeah,
was
it really
very
was.
like high pressure.
Yeah.
There were people who were like writers for TV, comics who scared me to see. I was like relatively new.
It's one of the things when you're new that you're like, man, I wish I could get booked on March Madness.
Yes.
And then you do it and you're like, that's hurt my feelings.
Pooping my pants. Yeah, it's incredibly anxiety inducing. And I think I got knocked out second round, which
Nice.
was pretty good
That's pretty
considering
good.
how bad I was at comedy at that point. But you were in this competition. And so I went up against Carrie Coddett, who is a machine and
Yeah.
an excellent comedian and was very experienced. And I was doing a newer joke about drinking a vase of cum.
Nice.
I love that.
Thank you. And
An artist.
boy, did the Caroline's audience of women in
Wait,
Midtown
you're telling
not
me
like
that
this.
the people who just came from Applebee's, you're telling me that the people who bought last minute tickets to a Broadway show, they didn't know what it was going to be,
Yeah.
and they went to the M&M store earlier that
Yeah.
day, and they barely speak English. They didn't like
My
your joke about
subversive,
cum in a vase.
feminist.
The people who were told that Dave Chappelle would be there.
Yes. And
This
boy-
club is in the heart of Broad. It's not there anymore, which is honestly kind of sad.
It
But
is
Yeah.
sad, yeah.
It was in the heart of Times
Broadway.
Square.
Yeah. It was a club that was like,
Tourists.
yeah, but it was like the cellar in the way that like if you got to Caroline's, it felt like a big
It meant
moment
something.
for you.
Yeah.
And I was biffing it in a way that was like, you know, when you like leave your body because it's going so badly.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't believe that my choices have led me to be in this
Yeah,
position
yeah,
in my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I
Just-
love that it's talking about drinking cum out of a vase rather than
Doing
drinking
it?
cum
Oh.
out of a vase.
Dude, as
No, that's fun.
Yes.
Telling a room full of disinterested people about it, that sucks.
I mean, as a failed OnlyFans girl, I would rather fail at
Yeah.
drinking cum than fail at talking about drinking cum in front of Norwegian women with their arms
And
crossed.
they're
Yeah.
children sometimes.
And sometimes
Yes.
they're children.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
really fun thing about stand up is if they're not laughing, you are just telling a room full of people something you've done.
Yes. And they're like, it was very like, you know, when people are like, oh, sad. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah.
feel sad for you. And you're like, well, that is entirely worse.
Shit.
And Carrie Coddett, who won because she's a fierce competitor, was standing behind me being like, what the fuck? Like, it was a very wild and out, like, look at this weird bitch.
Yeah.
And like, I get why she did it. If I was a more experienced, also like, I wasn't gonna win.
Yeah.
But it made it funnier for the audience to be like, loser.
Yeah, we can all laugh at this person.
I mean, and let me tell you, when it came time to clap for who won, I think I got like one sad.
It was me.
Yes. But,
it was you in the back.
yeah, she's trying.
I could never drink cum out of a vase.
You're fucking sex negative losers. This girl is punk rock.
I bet she's in the mosh pit at a 9 Inch
Yes.
Nails concert.
Not a poser.
Yes.
She means it.
She'll be wearing Birkenstocks at 40 at Atlantic Barclays Center. But you afterwards, when you bomb like this, people like don't want to look at you because
Yeah, it's
you
like
have
it's
like a
contagious.
disease.
Yeah.
But you also, not just that, but
Yeah.
it's just like, you look at someone and you're like, they're in their feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true,
I
true.
can't
What
talk
can
to
I
them.
say?
What can I do?
And no matter what I say,
And you're about
it's
to
gonna
compete
hurt.
too.
Yeah.
But there's also this thing when someone bombs that bad, if you do offer them like, I thought it was really funny, they're gonna
Can't
be
say
like,
that.
thanks.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That
I
sucks.
thought it was funny, unlike
Unlike
everyone
the
else.
audience
Yes,
and
yes.
everyone. Yeah.
Can't say that.
You were the only person who was nice to me, and and you were like, I remember being like, I really like that lady.
Oh.
And also you were a much more established comedian than I was.
Well, I didn't do well, and I never do well in those things.
Because it's
Yeah,
I'm
me
an
neither.
anxious person, and I am assuming you are, considering the 9 Inch Nails intro where you were melting into the chair. It's not for anxious people
They're
to
just
do this.
not designed. None of that is like I think this is the problem with comedy competition, that like why none of them have ever really succeeded is
Yeah.
it's like it's just not designed.
Yes.
Comedy is not designed for competitive.
To be sports.
If
Yeah.
anything, it's like a team sport. It's
Yeah.
like if we all do well, then we'll all do well.
Right,
Like a
exactly.
showcase show. Like
Yeah.
if we all are like setting each other. If we're all setting each other up to do well, there's gonna be a really great show.
Yeah.
Some of the best comics took the longest to get good.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
and
sure.
it's because their off-putting ideas, like
Yes.
drinking cum out of a
yeah.
vase, need a certain type of
Technical
style and
skill.
massaging that you just literally cannot do in a minute.
No.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, maybe you have the best, like, hack joke.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
In a weird way, they're, like, kind of designed to favor people
Of course.
who can, like, play to the broadest,
Yes.
Yeah.
most hack. Like, it's just hard to win as a woman at all
Oh,
in that
yeah.
environment because you have to do more justification for why you are the way
Yes.
you are as a
Yes.
woman.
Why you're even up here at all.
Yeah,
Like
so
how you
it's-
became a woman who holds a microphone.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're not like, they're really, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of like, I know, like, hey guys, guess what? I know I'm a fucking woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eh,
yeah.
Anyways, let me
Yeah,
do
and
a
you just don't have time in that
No,
kind
you
of
don't.
environment. Yeah.
No, but I was absolutely eviscerated. It was one of my most humiliating comedy moments, and
Well,
you
I'm
were
glad I was nice to you.
you were really nice to me, and
That's great.
I remember being like, put a pin in that person.
I
Yeah.
actually do vaguely remember that you bombed your dick off.
oh yeah, no, it was, dude, it was.
And I'm so sorry.
Yeah, dude, it was legendary.
I really only have like a handful of memories of you, and one of them is you bombing your dick off at Caroline's March Madness. I mean,
Bombing.
you unlocked it for me. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
forefront.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's
that
always
was-
unlocked for me.
I recently bombed my dick off in a big way at a big thing.
Yeah.
And it was just because it was people who were like, we've never met a person like you. And I was like, and I've never met a person like you. And we're going to throw this away and never talk about it again.
Yeah.
You guys should see me talk about Jews in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
talk about cavernous silence.
Yeah.
I talked about Jews at the Vic Theater in Chicago and got nothing.
Really?
They just don't
Hilarious.
know Jews.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they just haven't met him. And also, it's like a thing where they're like, I don't have Jewish friends, so I don't know if I can laugh about
Sure.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's okay. We're okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's okay.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not entirely.
Okay.
My relationship to my Judaism is like complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I have my grandfather's totally Jewish.
Okay.
But was agnostic, like secular, no religion.
Yeah.
yeah.
So my mom's half Jewish.
Got it.
But there's no religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's me, so I'm like a quarter Jewish,
Yeah.
but again, no religion.
Yeah.
But culturally, I feel it.
Yeah.
Like people pick up on it in my mannerisms
being,
and
yeah.
habits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I have so I don't really know how to discuss my Judaism.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's like, it's not like you're like a Catholic person
That's what
going
I'm
on
saying.
stage
Yeah,
and being
yeah.
like, look at these weirdos.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
You're talking about yourself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
still people are like, I don't know. I don't know if I can laugh at this.
Yeah.
Well, now is a safer time than ever, courtesy of Kill Tony, to be playfully racist or anti-Semitic
Anti-Semitic.
or
Yeah.
women
Thank
hating on
goodness.
stage.
And thank goodness.
Comedy's
because
back, baby.
when we're recording this past week, everyone thought Trump might be dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he
it was
was
a big
like
week.
not being seen in public. And somebody said, do you know that senator, his last name's Fetterman? I forget his first name.
Oh, yes.
He's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
He was like super woke lefty guy,
Yeah.
wore a sweatshirt to Senate or
I'm a
Congress
dock
or whatever.
worker or
And he was like,
whatever.
I'm working class, blah, blah. And then he had a stroke and it made him like conservative.
Yes.
Wait,
It
what?
made him like more conservative post stroke.
Yeah.
And somebody tweeted like, "What if Trump had a reverse Fetterman stroke?" And they won't let him speak because he's woke now.
Oh.
Wait, I gotta Google that.
Yeah.
The brain is so weird.
It's
Yes,
so
it is.
weird.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
so weird how it can just like change one part of your personality and everything is still the same.
Yeah.
the
other
joke
than
that I'm working on
Yes.
about pedophiles. I've done so much research on pedophilia. It's really
God, I hope
not,
you're doing incognito when
No,
you're Googling.
fully in the
on the
browser.
list. On the list.
Yeah. But they, if you look at brain scans of people who, they
There's something.
have like similar white matter. And if you've had a head injury as a child,
Yeah.
that can I don't want to say cause, but it's correlated.
Contribute, yeah.
Contribute. And
Sociopathy.
someone who got a brain tumor, it actually like turned on their pedophilia because it hit like a certain part of the brain, and when the tumor was removed, it went away. Which is
New biggest fear unlocked.
Well, that's what I'm saying the whole time. I was like, oh my God, what if I turn into a pedophile? What if I fall on my bike and I'm a pedophile?
What if I fall?
And the moral of this is, if you start to feel like a pedophile, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You know, don't hide that. Go
Get
to
that
the
checked
doctor,
out.
get a brain scan. You could have imagine
Your
the
mom
relief.
just had brain surgery.
My mom just had brain surgery.
Yeah.
Thank God it was before it made her a pedophile. But like, imagine the relief you feel
Oh my
when
God.
they're like, hey, it's the tumor. The tumor's the pedophile.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I thought I was evil.
Yeah. You just in
That's so
ZocDoc
funny.
being like, hit head
Hey.
pedophile.
What are your symptoms?
Yeah, yeah.
Into
Well,
kids?
Yeah.
Kind of one main thing, which sucks.
I don't want to type it out, but we'll talk about it, you know.
Yeah, can we do like a Zoom and I'll
Yeah.
tell you maybe?
Maybe in person. I don't want to do a HIPAA violation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's scary. I mean, when I fell on my
Wait,
bike.
that's crazy. Telling a kid that they can't tell anyone because it's a HIPAA violation.
This is part of my medical history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Didn't
HIPAA
stick.
violation, and also I'll kill your mom and dad. That is what they say, I think.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, yeah, that's how
They're
they.
like, if you tell anyone, I'll
I'm
kill
really
your mom and
lucky. I
dad.
don't have any like sexual trauma.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that sick?
That
Good
is sick.
for you.
You're maybe the first person I've ever met.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I love being a lesbian.
Oh,
Yeah.
God bless.
So not a lot. Not that that protects you, but like knowing from a young age,
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
having been with men.
Yeah. And shout out to Sean, the
No,
man
good guy,
behind
good
the
guy, good
keyboard.
guy.
Good guy alert.
And then also, you know, just good luck with my the men in my
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess people in my
Yeah.
childhood. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
very
I mean,
lucky.
No, I got away. I got away with it as a kid. I got off scot-free as a kid.
Oh, I got
it
off
wasn't
scot-free
until
as
I
a
was
kid.
like had boobs and stuff that I was
Yeah.
like, wait, men are evil.
Don't you think men go after boys because they talk less?
Yes.
Because
Was
women
it
are chatty.
Was it you that said that to me? That was
Because
like
bitches be talking.
Because bitches be
more,
talking.
but more shame. I think.
Internalized
I think it's the
homophobia.
shame, the internalized homophobia, and also the thing I was telling you is there was like a string in my life where I dated 5 guys in a row who
Oh,
all
that's
got
right.
molested.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I asked one of them, I was like, hey, just like between us, is there something about me that makes people go, I can tell her I got molested?
Yeah.
Because it keeps happening on like second dates. And this guy said, and this will haunt me forever, this guy was like, I think there's just more of us out there than people think. And I was
and
like,
yeah.
that's not the answer I wanted.
yeah, it's really fucked up.
I wanted him to be like, yeah, you have like a warmth and openness about you.
And by the way, sorry, love you to death. No, you
That's
don't.
so selfish.
I know I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
And
yeah.
no,
That's
I
the
don't.
craziest
Yeah.
shit I've ever heard, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I'm so special.
I'm so
That
special.
all
Guys
these
keep telling me they
molested
got
guys.
molested.
Yeah. I'm not like other girls. You can tell me you got molested.
Meanwhile, I'm like on a date smoking a cigarette being like, what did you get molested? And
Yeah.
literally, I had a conversation with a guy I was
Yeah.
dating once. And as a joke, I went, what did you get molested? And he went, I mean, yeah. And I was like, oh, no. I thought maybe you didn't.
Nope, you already got 100% hit rate on that.
Not 100, but close.
Yeah.
But that makes me wonder. Okay, I just think way too much about that because
Sure.
Because you're doing a joke about
because
it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing a joke about it. But that just also made me wonder: does kids trump gender? Does youth
Yes.
trump gender?
Yes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
That I haven't researched that yet, but I'm gonna research that next in my signed in.
As
I think
in my regular
unfortunately,
browser.
and this does suck, but I think because like it's a power predator
Yeah.
thing, it's more important that the person is like vulnerable and weak than a boy or a girl.
yeah.
You know?
This is like a gross, sad podcast.
Yeah.
Remember when I was like 9 Inch Nails? That gives me anxiety. Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about
yes,
pedophiles.
yes.
Can we get back to pedophiles?
I mean, I have a bit about a person I met whose dad was a pedophile. And he wrote a show about it, and the show was burned. And
That's such a bummer.
I know.
Having so much to work with.
You
and
were
not
given
being-
such a gift.
we're all so fucking sick.
That's
We're
what I'm
like-
saying.
We're like, God, I wish my dad was a pedophile so I could have a one-woman show.
Yeah. Do you know how much I would crush at Fringe? Fuck.
My dad's just regular dead.
Yeah.
That's over. Nobody cares about that.
I know,
one
'cause
cares
I just
about
went.
that.
Yeah. You went?
No one cared.
Yeah.
I mean, it sold, like, it did well.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, draw industry.
Yeah, well, everyone's like...
this is a dead dad table.
Yeah. We kind of have never... I think we've had like 2 people on the show who have a dad
That is
currently
alive.
in their life.
Yeah.
That is both alive
Wait, how old
and
were you when your
present.
dad died?
25.
Oh, I feel like you told me that, and I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I told
And
you
how
that and you
about
said
you?
I
It's
win,
Not that
and you're
edgy.
right.
30
Yeah, that doesn't...
something.
Yeah,
Dead
I know
to
you were a
me,
kid.
dead
you're,
dad.
oh, actually
You
was
have
a
to be
kid.
Fine, you were a kid. You
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, but it has to be like... even in your 20s, like 22, I would say is still too old. You still had like a full,
Yeah.
like adult relationship with your
Pussy.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Thank
over
you.
it.
Yeah, I didn't go 15 minutes over in therapy today talking about how my boyfriend will never meet my dad.
Sure. Well,
Yeah, I talked about that when I was 12.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
that's fucking crazy.
So we have sexual trauma and you have that.
Yeah.
and now,
That's true.
and now we all meet here.
Oh my god!
In
I
funny
would
hats.
much rather have a dead father than sexual trauma.
yeah, because at least
Yeah.
that
Would
will
you
happen
rather?
to everyone.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, Kiki.
Would you rather? And it's something I have both of.
Yeah. And someone just throwing up into a bucket.
The other day, a guy I'm friends with, a guy I'm friends with asked me, we were all doing like would you rathers, and a guy, and Maddie Weiner and I were both at this table, and one of the guys we're friends with said, would you rather be a woman or a dog? And we were like,
dog.
And
That's
we were like,
so
a
funny.
dog.
Dog, hands down.
dog.
Hands down dog, dude.
Yeah. And to some people, that's the same thing, and that scares the
And
shit
that
out of
scares me. Yeah. I was like, it's almost emotionally intelligent of this guy to think that we might want to be a dog.
Yeah, or that those things are separate, and that women are not
And that
animals
women aren't
to be
animals.
used at your disposal.
I love being a lesbian. Sorry.
Oh no, I mean,
No, I mean,
great.
I wish being gay was a choice. You know, that's such a hack thing straight women say, but God, I wish.
yeah, it is
And-
true.
You know,
And hey,
I think some women can get there.
wait,
I don't know about men, but I think some women can fake it till you make it.
I
Kind of.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, but I became close friends with a lesbian earlier this year. And
Congrats.
thank you. And then we had a falling out, which was sad.
Because
and-
she loved you.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't
No.
think so. But I will say, I thought the pureness of the lesbianism would make the like understanding between two people super clear, or like because women can so innately understand each other that I'm like, there won't be drama because we just like get each other. Drama.
Yeah.
There's so much drama.
Yeah, and that was what I learned, and
So
it
much drama.
bummed me the fuck out because I think, to your point, a lot of women ignorantly are like, I wish I could be a lesbian. It'd be so
Yeah.
easy and everything would be perfect.
As if being
and-
gay is super easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
But
one of the things is like, and I, this is quite a thing to say on a
Yeah.
podcast, but like, gay people are mentally ill.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
all
sure.
of them.
Yeah.
But like a lot of us have had difficult childhoods
Yes.
because we are gay.
Yeah.
yes.
And so you take
Yeah.
two of that, and of course that can happen with straight people and happens
Sure.
all the time
Yeah.
with straight people. But your odds are just like a little higher.
Yeah, no,
and,
absolutely.
And you're women.
Yeah.
So you've had
Double whammy.
You have sexual
Yeah.
trauma. You have
Yeah.
all this stuff. So you just like kind of you increase the amount
Yeah.
of pain and shame and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we express. At
Yeah.
least
Yes.
men.
Hide.
Hide.
They hide.
They shove.
Put it, shove.
They shove and they hide.
Which I've come to appreciate.
Me too.
Repression is a skill.
Yeah.
And
kind of
I
incredible.
really believe that the human species evolved repression
Yeah.
for really good reasons.
Some things belong in a little box in your brain that never gets opened again.
I completely agree.
I don't subscribe to the thing of like you have to go to therapy and unearth
Drag it all
everything and
out.
no, sometimes something's in a box and it stays in the box.
Yeah, I'm
you know?
37 years old. I don't need to know if there's a big secret waiting
Yeah.
for me
No.
inside.
No.
It's too late.
People always tell me this about
What
like,
if I hit my head and there's a big secret, and the secret is that I'm a pedophile?
what if I hit my head and it opens the pedophile box and a bunch of child porn flies out? People always tell me this about like people who do psychedelics and like think that that's therapy.
Yeah.
Are always like, but what if there's something you don't know about yourself hidden away that you can unlock with mushrooms? And I'm like, well, it's hidden away.
Yeah.
Like my brain that has been working my whole life to protect me.
It does do
hid
this,
it.
by the way. The brain does hide shit away.
And
Of
it's
course it does,
awesome.
because during
It's one of its
caveman
greatest
times,
features.
there was
Yeah.
no therapy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were only going to live so long anyway. What?
Shove
away.
it in a box.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're busy.
I hate
You're busy,
to bring
you're
up.
gathering, you're hunting.
Yes.
You're telling stories by the fire. Throw
Yes.
it away.
Yeah. I hate to bring up pedophilia again, but I do have a really
I don't think we ever dropped it.
salient story about this phenomena because it is a real thing. And I interviewed my old podcast, which actually was on.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes.
Hot Mess Comedy Hour, rest in peace. We interviewed a woman who was molested by her father and told hilarious jokes. Not like hilarious in the way that it's so dark, but it's so precise. And you can tell she's like relatively okay. So you're not like, "Ew."
Yeah, she's not telling the jokes as therapy.
Yeah.
You can really hear it. I don't quite know how to tangibly describe what it is.
Yeah.
But you can really hear it when
It's
someone
amazing.
And the audience can too, even though they can't describe. If you're not over something and you try to talk about it on stage,
You can
the
feel it.
audience won't be
Oh.
able to be like, that's why I didn't laugh, but they can feel the weirdness.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was screaming about my dead dad for a year after he died, and everyone was like, maybe take a break.
Yeah.
But Lucy Steiner is her name. She's very open about it. But when she talked about it, she talked about this phenomena of the brain just like blacking out certain, and she was like pretty young when it happened, and she still has a relationship with the dad, which is impressive. He got sober, anyways, but the brain blacks shit out, but sometimes it like misses. I know.
Sorry. That's
Right.
not.
Okay.
That can't be it.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
That can't be the answer.
No,
God,
I
I just
know.
touch
Yeah.
kids when I'm drunk.
Don't
You do that? No.
A few tequila sodas and the pedophile box is open.
I've been in a couple AA meetings where all of us have to be like, hey, man, that's not us.
yeah.
That's you stuff. That's
Yeah.
not, like, maybe if you hit a kid with your car, you can be one of us. But, like, no, that's not us.
And maybe if you're sober, you're able to deal with whatever is
Yeah.
causing
Yeah.
that better, but that doesn't feel right.
I think she's a really forgiving and wanted to have a
Yeah.
relationship, so she chose. And I
I
think,
do, in theory,
yeah,
agree
that
That- victims like get more out of their abuser learning
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not doing that anymore and never hurting anyone again,
Sure.
and then being able to even if not a relationship, just some sort of
peace
Peace.
or closure.
Yeah.
And I think the sobriety was like part of the like, this man is trying to change. Will he?
Yeah.
I don't know. But she felt like she needed that. And I was like, this is not for me to comment. If you can get that peace, I'm like genuinely so
Right.
happy. Very smart and like well-spoken person. But the mind blacks shit out. But sometimes when it's blacking shit out all the time, it like misses some.
Yeah.
Like a movie where you drop a frame. And so she was like, there'd be like, my birthday party, this, sex with my dad, my birthday party. And I was like, oh!
Oh, no.
But I'm like, holy shit. It does black it out, but it's not a perfect thing.
It's not,
So-
yeah, it's doing its best, but it
Yeah.
can't get everything.
And boy, was that a quiet day on the Hot Mess Comedy Hour.
not a laugh riot.
yeah. But it was super fun. It was really interesting.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I don't do enough pods. I haven't been in a weird guy's apartment
You
in
don't
a
have
long
to.
You don't
time.
have to, dude. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Thanks. I
I
think
appreciate
you've
that.
outgrown
You've
the weird
you've
guy's
risen above.
apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it might be fun to just do some
To
bad
visit.
podcast.
Yeah. It does. I think it makes you a better podcast host because now you have to host a podcast you've never listened to before.
I've done
Yeah, of course.
You know,
that
this
always
is
happens to
crazy,
me.
but I did a podcast where they had their friend came on to host with them.
Yeah.
They had never practiced podcasting
Incredible.
before. This
Incredible.
new person. I don't even think they met in person. They were like just gay people who had met on gay TikTok at the peak
Yeah.
of like the
Yeah.
pandemic sort of thing. And I remember being like, oh, you guys like haven't practiced together.
Yeah.
And I just kind of knew that it was going to be a shit show.
Of course.
This person did not say anything.
No.
Like, didn't say a word. The other host apologized to me
Okay.
at the end.
That's nice.
That's nice.
For-
Yeah.
but listen to this. When I got canceled, people at home, don't worry. I didn't use a slur
Yes.
and I didn't commit a crime.
It literally was
It was
not anything bad.
It was not sexual.
Yes.
I got into it with a
did not
heckler.
do any pedophile stuff.
Yeah, and the heckler exaggerated the story.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not to shit on the heckler, they're entitled to their opinion about what they find to be appropriate at a comedy show, but it's pretty gray, I would say.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, they went on and were like, I podcasted with Ashley Gavin and she was horrible. It was like pulling teeth.
No.
And I hosted their
Oh,
podcast.
you rat.
I like
you
facilitated
rat
it.
bitch.
It would be hard for me to not bring a gun to that person's house.
It was like really one of the only ones. I mean, she doesn't even have, I don't know, doesn't have the podcast anymore.
Of course,
Yeah,
because
of
it was
course.
bad
Their
and they
account
didn't try.
is gone now.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to them, but
I
they're
killed
totally
them.
off.
By the way, when you were canceled, I was keeping a list. I was like, this lady was
That
nice
one-
to me at March Madness. You shut your whore mouth.
Because I don't think what people realize is like they get paid if their video goes viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make money.
Yeah, of
So
course.
when people
they'll
like
say
this
anything.
who are
Yeah.
not artists, who are just like capitalizing on viral topics.
Yeah.
Like I became that topic for
Yeah.
them and they
Yeah.
had something. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, and it made me so sad because I was like, bro,
I worked so hard
Yeah.
for
I
you.
worked so hard for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being misrepresented is one of the most unbelievably frustrating
Yeah.
feelings, and you got it on like full blast.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was awful.
I can't even imagine.
So many of those YouTube drama channels. The other thing that was funny about what she said or they said, I'm not sure, but they were like, I'm sure they only did the podcast because their team told them to. I was like, I didn't have a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not have a team at that time.
And also,
And
bitch,
I set it up
who
with
do
you.
Yeah, exactly. And we emailed directly, and who do you think you
Yeah,
are?
yeah,
That
yeah.
anyone's
Right.
team is like, you gotta do this
You
podcast.
gotta go
Yeah.
on the third episode of this podcast.
if I had a team, they would have been like, "Fuck no, who is this?"
Yeah.
that would have been the answer.
Not even.
If
Yeah.
I had a team, they'd be like, for free, you're doing this?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But anyway.
Do
But
you
anyway.
do you discuss the cancelness on? I don't want to like ask about it.
I
if
feel
you
like I
don't.
talk about it too much, to be perfectly
really?
honest.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's like, let me bring this up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be that guy that's like, talking about it forever. But it was probably the most interesting thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the most traumatic thing that's ever happened
Yeah.
to me.
I'm sorry to your
My-
dad.
Yeah, right. My dad takes number 2, like figuring out that I'm gay and like my mom not being super cool about that.
Yeah.
My dad, I mean, nothing compared to being
Yeah.
canceled on the internet.
Yeah, well, also when your dad dies, thousands of people aren't messaging you being like, and you
You're-
also stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
it's such a larger scale when something like that happens. When something personal happens, it's like really only the people in your life know about it.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
something public happens, it's like, well, now everybody's talking about it.
and it's a weird thing where it's like, okay, well, what level of popularity do you have like a scandal?
Yeah,
kinda
and
cool in a
like
way.
celebrities have scandals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels slightly different.
I think it's
don't
different for
know.
comedians. Like I don't want to be the person who's like we're the new oppressed. You know,
Yeah.
we're not. It's totally easy to be a comedian, but
Too easy, I would
people
say.
like
Yeah.
this
You
is
just get up at a competition and talk about coming into a vase or
And
drinking
really
come out of a vase.
assess your life choices.
drinking your own cum out of a vase, whatever.
Someone
That's
else.
what you said, right?
Yeah.
But like people so for some reason, even though the whole thing is built around we're joking, people so can't separate who you are from what you've said.
Yeah, it's the one art form where people are like, you are the thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if you're an actor, you can literally play a pedophile, and people will be like, "What an incredible performance!"
But
Yeah.
if you joke about
But if you
pedophilia-
joke about
Yeah.
it, or if you joke about like any of that stuff, people are like, "Well, that's who you are, and that's what you mean."
Yeah.
You
Unless
know?
you're Dave Chappelle, which in this case does seem like that's who he is.
Well, it all depends on who your audience is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what they tolerate, and that's like the biggest thing that I got out of it.
Yeah, yeah, I was
Had I
gonna
had a
ask
different
you.
audience, this wouldn't have.
It wouldn't
have
even come
happened.
up.
yeah.
It certainly would not have gone viral, but
Yeah.
the gay community, the particularity of it, I'm looking at your listener right now,
Yeah.
is that I said kill yourself.
Yeah.
Which is something that this is not an excuse within the gay community, but it's something that like every comic says.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So it was weird that was what did it.
That it was such a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say hateful things directly at men, straight men, from stage all the time. But because it's a straight guy and he falls much higher on the hierarchy to me,
Yeah.
he doesn't view me as a threat, you know, and so I'm getting away with, like I said, I have bits about pedophilia, I have bits about rape, about my dead dad. The stuff that I'm saying is like wildly difficult stuff to process, but because I am not talking to a more equal, I guess, audience, maybe I would say. I don't know what the word is for it, but
yeah, they look at
connected, feel emotionally connected to me.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Another part of it is just like the what suicide means to queer people.
Yeah, of course.
But we're also not in high school, and this is not bullying.
Yeah.
You're at a comedy show that you can like leave. But it's also funny because I say wildly violent things.
Yeah.
I'm always talking about shooting people in the head, bludgeoning them with the mic. But that's a joke. But telling someone, it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's also like I've told audience members to kill themselves so many times.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's this thing, I think it's also different when somebody is like, well, I came to see you, versus when I'm like,
Yeah,
you
that's what
never
I'm
heard
saying.
of me. I'm just another
It's
person on a
level of
comedy
betrayal.
show.
They're like, you're my gay mommy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the one that helped me come out. How could you tell me to kill me?
Yeah, and I'm just some girl with bangs that you already find annoying, and I'm saying
exactly,
it to you.
exactly.
It doesn't hit the same way at all.
Yeah. And also just like the way that it was cut in what they presented, the audio. Like, I'm a screamer on stage, so it does sound like I'm genuinely losing my temper. I was not.
Yeah.
I was like doing a rant, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But people didn't know that.
I have an idea. Maybe do the second half of your life straight so that you can say whatever you want on
I've
stage.
thought about it.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Do the back nine straight.
Yeah.
And get a little sexual trauma, go back to Fringe.
Yeah. Buddy, you're going to be a star. I mean, I will say it's admirable that you did build an audience that feels connected to you.
Yeah.
That is the, like, falling on the sword that one does when they put themselves out there emotionally to people.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a very cool thing and a great thing, and then also a thing that puts you with a target on your back a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot. And there's no training program for what happens.
Yeah.
Certainly not now with everyone's fan base being so individualized for them. But like, man, even the little bit of fame that I've acquired, I did not understand how it works.
Yeah.
I'm not good at, like, I'm genuinely, maybe I don't want to say I'm not good, but I'm certainly not, like, when I look at someone like Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, unbelievable.
You're a genius.
Alien experience.
Like,
They're not like, their lives are not like ours. Not even
Oh my God.
close.
But also her ability to
Yeah.
connect with this group of people who love her.
Yeah.
And make her, you know, I respect Taylor Swift immensely, and I do love especially the folk albums.
Sure. Brave.
That would have been the one I guessed.
Yeah.
But she is not, there's no way that she is what her fans think she is.
Yeah.
She's
No.
a full human.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, she's probably at home being like, these little piggies.
Totally.
Eating up my slop.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know?
I know that she's had a couple moments where she's like, I could put out anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Taylor Swift could build a nuclear bomb and they'd all be like, yeah.
There are no women building nuclear bombs.
Yes.
She's the first. Yeah. And I just like, I'm really envious of how she's able to do it. And I'm like, when I started kind of blowing up, I was like, can I learn from her? And now I'm like, oh, I don't find this interesting.
Yeah.
I hate pandering.
Yeah.
I hate the pretension of referring to your fan base like you know them.
Yeah.
And I understand that fans sometimes want that.
Yeah.
But I can't
Yeah.
I can't do it. It feels insulting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
You're my minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Fair.
people.
They're
I'm a
people.
person. You're people.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt of my face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do it.
Okay, I do
And
kind
to
of
my
want
de-
that though.
To my
Depends on the
detriment.
picture.
Yeah.
It depends on the picture.
Depends on the picture.
Yeah.
There are a couple that I could see and I'd be like, you one?
Vase. Sorry,
Yeah.
I keep coming
Yeah.
back to you, Vase.
At the height of my alcoholism, bombing at Caroline's. Get a quick candid
And
of
shout out
that.
alcoholism. Talk about blacking out stuff you don't want to remember.
Oh.
Sorry if I've talked too much about this. If
No,
it's
you're
not
doing great.
interesting.
It's fascinating. I
Everything-
haven't seen you
yeah.
since it happened, and I was like, I hope she's okay.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I have PTSD.
Yeah, of course.
If I talk about it at length, like I cry.
Yeah.
I often it sort of feels like there's another universe where I didn't get canceled and I wonder what it looks like. Like I really
Yeah.
internally, like I can almost feel it,
yeah.
but I'm not sure it's like better. Because
Yeah.
in a weird way, I felt so trapped before I got canceled. I couldn't talk about anything that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, so
Right.
you're freer now. You feel
My
freer
fans
now?
are amazing.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Like the people who come to my shows, this is genuine because I wouldn't say it if it wasn't. Because 2 seconds ago I was talking about how I hated doing this.
yeah.
They're so good. On Sunday, my weekly show, I got up there and I was like, "You're such a great crowd, and the most annoying thing about you is you have taste. So I know
Yes.
Yeah.
if you don't laugh at something, it's because it's not good.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier if you just liked everything I said.
Yeah.
But now I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean, I've done your show a few times, and it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I've tried this joke in front of pigs. Let's see how it does in front of people.
Yeah.
I've done this in White Plains, New
Yeah,
York. Let's go to Brooklyn.
Let's do this show where they actually like have an opinion on if this is funny or not.
Yeah.
And see if it works.
They're not
you know?
like they're not overly sensitive,
Yeah.
but they're not stupid and
Yes.
just giving the
Yeah.
laughs. Like I just really like them now.
Yeah, and that's I think, such a problem right now with the way people view stand-up audiences. There's like a lot of people who are like, well, they'll like anything you do, so you can do like the Taylor Swift thing. They're
Yeah.
like, you can do anything. And this is like, that's like what happened with Matt Rife. Like,
Yeah.
they were like, all these women are obsessed with you. You can say whatever you want. And then he told a joke about domestic violence, and they were all like, no, we don't like that. And it's like, oh yeah, you forgot your audience is people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you forgot that it's women and that they've been lining your fucking pockets and they feel betrayed by this.
They're still
you know?
going. I don't
But
know.
they are
They're still going.
Oh,
But I was glad that a
girls,
lot of them
come
got
on.
mad. But then some of
Yeah.
them were like, one of them, I saw like a TikTok, a girl was like, I don't even care about that joke. I'm just mad because I saw him live and the special was all the same jokes. And I was like, well, that's just how this works.
Yeah. You're kind
I was
of
like, well, that one I have
you
to, now
saw
I have
it
to be on his
before
side.
it came out.
yeah.
What
What did
people
you
are
think it was
so
gonna be?
dumb.
Yeah. Wait, I have a question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Is there a particular person that was maybe close to you that like betrayed you during this time? Like, I feel like when there's like a
No.
big, well, that's awesome.
That was the thing that I was like, in a weird way, it kind of proved that I had kind of done my life
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There's no friend, no significant other,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
employee,
That's great.
no one within my actual circle.
Yeah.
I've only gained collaborators.
Yeah.
Cool. That's like very
So
cool to hear.
like in terms of people who actually matter to me and the comedy community, I did see some like, okay, you're not selling like you used to sell, so I don't suck your dick anymore.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like
selling information, not even that, but like
none
being
of that.
on the internet.
Everyone
and saying,
who like came out against me, it was largely people who make their money
Coming out against people.
Yeah.
like doing drama YouTube
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
What a loser's job.
And
I
like
know.
people trying to do that.
yeah.
God, imagine that being your life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your life is like doing a front-facing video, being like, and then she said this.
Oh, I'm like
my
embarrassed. I'm
God.
so embarrassed for those people. However, we have created that with the way that everything works now.
Yeah.
Like I can't fully blame. Everyone is desperate for money and fame, and because of the way that everything works.
I could do a fucking seminar
Yeah.
class,
Yeah.
a semester's worth of like how all these things are tied into each other in capitalism
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like people, these self-righteous sort of social justice warriors, just they're in on a capitalist scheme
Yeah.
of rage bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this has nothing to do with making the world a better place.
Yeah, and the people watching
Even
their
when
videos
it's a-
don't realize that.
Even
Yeah.
when it's about things that do matter.
I know,
Yeah.
and this is the problem.
There's this girl on TikTok. I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her, but sometimes her videos come across my desk and it's like all she talks about is drama. It's one of these drama creators. Like, and it's
Scum of the earth.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
know.
often interpersonal drama. Like this couple broke up and for some reason we know why. And at the beginning of every video, she says, "No hate to anyone involved. This is for educational purposes only." And every time
What's
I
the
want to comment,
educational
I'm like,
purpose?
educational.
Yeah.
So that it's like this idea that we all have to know about this. Hey, if this person's gonna be famous, we all have to know why he broke up with his girlfriend.
Raising
and it's
awareness.
Like for educational
Well,
purposes.
it's sort of like when Love Island is like, don't hate. like they put that thing because they're all fucking killing themselves.
Yeah.
They put don't hate. It's like this is what drives it. Hate is
of
what.
course.
Then don't edit it to make us hate them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, of course we're going to hate them. You've literally created a video of them being hateable.
And you need us to be talking about it in order to bring the audience in and to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't mean this. There's no virality without the rage baiting.
Yes.
Sometimes you get real art.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have cats hanging out with goats and their best friends.
God bless.
But for the most part, it is hate.
Yeah.
It's rage baiting.
Yeah.
It's comment wars. Like
Totally.
that is what drives it.
Yeah.
And if there's it just has to be stopped. It must be stopped.
I know. Must be stopped.
But it won't be. I actually saw Drew Afuelo got called out for being this kind of creator, and I love so much about what Drew Afuelo is, but I was kind of like, I don't know. When it comes to women calling out men for terrible behavior, I have a lot of trouble with that one because I'm like, the men are doing this.
Yeah. The thing about terrible behavior is it's different than drama.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
like,
sure, yeah.
If somebody comments on Drew's video and is like, you're like a pig slut bitch, then she gets to be like, okay, you're like a bald loser idiot. That's different than being like, these two people who I don't know got in a fight, and I'm going to tell you about it.
But there is also like a case, okay, here's my crazy, like I've been studying this for too long.
Crazy.
But like even when someone, we all know about certain comedians who have sexually assaulted women and their careers are totally fine.
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to like go online, even if I was 100% sure that a guy did something like that and I had receipts, I'd be hesitant to do it simply because I don't know that justice actually occurs.
Justice in the court system won't occur.
Right,
so,
exactly. Yeah. So it's sort of like, I don't think it helps prevent future sexual assault.
No, I don't either, yeah.
And so what ends up happening is it actually just makes a group of men even angrier and pushes them more towards the side of like, because to be fair to people who've been accused of things, they should be allowed to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Because the reason the justice system works is because it assumes, like a kindergarten teacher, it actually assumes both sides are right.
Yeah.
In a working justice system.
Yeah.
In a working justice system, it believes the woman who comes forward and treats her respectfully and helps her build her case and whatever, and it's not traumatizing for her.
Yeah.
And for the guy, it like allows him to defend himself, and then you get a just outcome.
Yeah.
And like that's what you want.
Yeah.
But when you're on the internet, what happens is it just like
divides everyone.
Pulls people apart, and
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter what the outcome is.
Yeah, it just makes everyone pick a team.
Yeah.
You just have to pick a team, and people will not admit that they're wrong on the internet. So you pick your side, and then you defend your side with your full chest.
Yeah.
And then
And
even if
little by little, it gets
information-
more and more extreme.
Yeah.
And then you're in a situation where you're like, wow, I don't want to be that guy, but like, if I am gonna fully charge a man with rape and believe that he's raped someone, you should have a fair amount of evidence to do that.
Yes.
At the same time, you don't want to not believe a woman for what she's saying. You don't want her to go through this traumatized process. And like, even as I'm saying this right now, I'm frightened to say that.
Yeah.
Like, as a liberal, I'm frightened to be like, I'd like to see evidence, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That I'm
it is
afraid
crazy.
of that.
Yeah. Well, there's also, God forbid that the woman is mentally ill who makes the allegation. And also, by the way, predators find women who are mentally ill.
Of course.
Because they're
Just like they
easy
find
victims.
gay little boys.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yes. Let's go back to that. I love that part. No, but truly, so if the woman is mentally ill and she is not making a completely salient, airtight fucking case for it, or if there is a degree of consent is given and then consent is taken away, then it just opens up the floodgate, for that woman to be so berated that she I can't even I have like Whisper Network talked about predators and the amount of like backlash and evidence. Like me and Lizzie are famously the rape cops of like New York City.
We're the Stabler and Benson of the Bushwick bar scene.
Yeah, which is
I want to be in on it.
job,
Get in
dude.
on it.
We need you on the team.
You can be Ice-T.
Yeah, I would love to be. Jen was on 2 episodes of SVU, and she has the funniest stories about Ice-T.
Oh my God,
Dude. I mean, Richard Belzer.
R.I.P.
Shout out to you.
He doesn't know his lines.
Oh,
Ice-T?
yeah.
He reads them the moment before he goes. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. I have to check with Jen. He and then she played a character called Ellie Hughes.
Yeah.
And he read it, Ellie Hudges. And she had to be like, I think it might be Hughes.
But it's
whatever,
fine.
Mr. T.
he
No,
was-
Mr. T. That's another guy. Ice, Mr. Ice.
Mr. Ice.
He went up to one of the guest stars along with Jen and was like, I'm running my lines, hold my sandwich. And just gave him this sandwich.
Is he nice though? Is this
Yeah,
just
he's
like
nice, yeah.
See,
He's
I
just like a
love
fucking
that.
character.
he has no
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
He's Ice-T.
He's
Was
Ice-T.
I clear about like
Yes.
what
Oh,
I was
very,
saying?
yeah. Yes.
Like I'm not here to like defend all men.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
what
it
I'm trying
doesn't
to do.
sound like that.
It's just like when you don't have faith in a system, and there's honestly pretty valid reasons for everyone to hate the system.
Yeah.
Yes.
You then expect people to police that system.
Yes.
And we're doing it in a way that just further
Yeah.
like ruins it, is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
There's like
I
a
also-
dopamine with anger that
Yeah.
we're all getting.
I
Yeah.
also think
Yeah.
people should know that there are ways to like police, for lack of a better term, your own community without doing it on the internet.
Oh yeah,
Like,
all of mine
like
has
when
been
we,
that.
When
yeah.
we talk about how we've like been the rape cops of the one part of the comedy community, none of it was online. It was like us going to venue owners and being like, this guy is a predator. I don't want to see him leave this bar with a 21-year-old girl.
Right.
You should not let him perform here.
And you know that
and that
information
works, by the
now.
way.
Yeah.
I think we all know the most famous case out of a certain city, and now that guy is fucking huge.
Yeah.
But like there were men that went to the venue owners in that city and were like, you can't let him perform here, and
Yeah.
he had to skip town. And now he's
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's famous.
And isn't that fun?
But the guy we did it to, not famous,
No.
and was run out of town.
Yeah.
But the thing, I think it's so much more effective to like work within your community.
Yes.
So that you don't have some fucking. The last thing that this poor girl who, and it didn't happen to either of us. It happened to another woman, and we were told about it. The last thing this poor girl needs is to hear your take online about what happened to her. Like
Yes.
you
Yeah,
being some
exactly.
guy who makes videos or some woman who like the last thing she needs is to hear you be like, well, we don't know, like, and now you know that she like left the bar with him or whatever. Like that sucks.
Yeah.
It's so
And
much
she's gonna get
more-
hate.
And
Yeah.
she's gonna get hate.
And if you get anything wrong,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it fuels the women lie
Yeah.
Yes.
thing, which is so. That's been the status quo in the story for so long, and we're only just now like kind of moving away from that. Not really.
Yeah.
And so the minute there's ambiguity in anything, it's like I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
gold digging, and you're like, and here it is. And
Well, even
we've
like
turned it into that again.
when we were going through this process of getting this guy banned from bar shows or whatever, there was a couple guys that were like, well, like we need to hear from both of them, or like we need to hear the evidence. And it was like, no. What we're talking about right now is not allowing him to perform for 8 people for free.
Yeah.
This is a completely different thing. We're not trying to get him burned at the stake.
Yes.
You know?
Right, totally,
And like what
totally.
these guys were saying were like, you need to let me talk to this woman who accused him. And we were like, no. we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't. We're telling you, as women you know and trust, that something bad happened. He doesn't need this. Nobody needs this.
Yeah.
Like, let go of this idea that like, if you can get like the most detailed version of the story out of everyone involved, you'll know what the right thing to do is. It's like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're just trying to make girls feel like they can come to this bar.
I haven't booked this guy, have I?
No.
I would have messaged you.
I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
this, and who knows if we'll cut this, but a version of this happened to me within the last year, and it was super fucking traumatic. There was a person in my early 20s that I had a bad experience with. Again, one of those where nuance was involved, drinking was involved, but I will say this guy's a bad dude, and he took advantage of that, and it was a shitty thing. but something that I never wanted to like trot out because I was like, this person's not even like worth
Yeah.
Totally.
whatever. I hate you. I will tell women that are around you, hey, watch out for this
Yeah.
guy. But it became fodder for a major podcast against my consent. And then there was a message, there were message boards everywhere and discussing this. Then it died down. And then Lizzie, as a good rape cop, noticed in our comment section.
Good rape cop
Yeah.
and bad rape cop.
Yes. I'm bad rape cop. She's good rape cop.
ACAB, except for rape cops inside your community.
But she was noticing people were commenting underneath our videos saying this person's name. And it was like, this is so weird.
Yeah, and they weren't even like being on his side, but they were just bringing it up.
Yes.
And so
They were just writing his name?
no, they were writing like
Jokes.
Did this thing? Not even. They were like, "Hey, did this thing with this person happen?"
Yes.
And then I like deleted the comments, and I was like, "Why are people talking about this?"
Yeah.
So I went on the web and
Yes.
I'm googling and I'm
She's,
googling
like, in
and I'm reading,
hackers.
and I found there was like a video with like 140 views
Yeah.
of somebody not related to any of these people at all, who also didn't like this guy who did this horrible thing. And he had found the original podcast. It was trotted out on years ago.
Yeah.
And he decided to make a video about it. So this guy made a video where he pulled a clip from the original podcast, and you
Where I'm
were
talking about
it.
pretty fairly.
Pretty
by the
fairly,
way.
and
Yeah.
it was like whatever. But for some reason, out of the 140 people who saw that video, obviously, if they're watching that, they already like
Yeah.
have opinions about
They're
this
in it.
person,
Yeah.
and they're in it. And so then they were commenting on our stuff. So I found it, and I was like, I listened to it. You don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
But here's what's going on. And then
So then it like the comments, it's actually interesting because this community hates this person so much. They were like on my side, but
not for the right
not
reason.
in a way that I liked.
yeah.
And so I became fodder. I got sucked into this like terrible man sphere of the internet with some like actually very scary people.
Yeah.
And so then it became discussed, and I posted something on my social media being like, referring to the fact that I was going to get a lawyer because this whole thing happened. The first version of this happened in my 20s. How egregiously it was handled and how abusive the whole thing was is like, I can't even get into it. It's so fucked up. And these players all resurfaced again. And I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
Like, I am not doing this with these people. I am not being the victim of this fucking fanfare. And so I got a lawyer. I like played for this lawyer the things that were being said. And she was like, oh, you should get a restraining order. Like, these are like threats against you. This is like harassment. This is terrible. Like, this woman was like shocked by this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is my world. Like, this is the internet. These are comedians. These are men in comedy. Like, this does not shock me at all. But I was just like, I'm not participating in. I can't do this again. I was so like re-traumatized by this. And I had to like clip out. I'm on people's Patreons listening to discussions
Yeah.
about this to me because I have to provide evidence that these people are harassing me. It was so bad that I had to ask my husband to listen to some of it because I'm like, I need the like line that's being said about this, but I can't handle it. And he listened to like 30 minutes of it. And he's like, I had to turn it off. I'm like,
Yeah, we were gonna
so
have my
upset.
boyfriend listen to it.
Yes.
We were like, that's removed enough.
Yeah.
And he'll get mad, but he can stomach it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like being on, mine isn't related to trauma like that, thank God, but just
but
every day checking for months and months and months. How many people posted about it today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything new or, new?
Yeah.
Or like just like a new player who's really big getting into this and, and just counting the views and like counting the days of like that I get hate mail in a row. And, it went on for a long, people
long
have
did it go
no
on
idea.
for?
I mean, the 4 months of, I would call Onslaught.
Jesus Christ.
Like just thousands of messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thousands, if not tens of thousands.
Wow.
You know,
Death threats. I got doxxed. They doxxed my girlfriend. They like They were like, we're going to come to your shows. And because the right and the left can align on a lesbian yelling, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Sure.
The far
You're
left,
kind of
right,
the
and the far left.
universal.
Yeah, universally hated.
Yeah.
It went to sort of homophobic,
course.
anti-Semitic corners of
Yeah.
the internet. I mean, this is when I really knew I was Jewish. Someone was like, you concentration camp looking piece of shit. That was the message where I was like, oh, someone could kill me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was one particular person in this, and I'm getting nervous talking about this, but I think it's far enough away and these people don't give a fuck about me. They've probably moved on to someone else. But there was a person in this, and a female comedian messaged me and was like, hey, this person's like actually done crimes and is like very vitriolic and scary. And so I did not pursue him because I was like, and a friend of mine, shout out Tracy Carnazzo, was like, hey, Andrea, being in court is not good. Like you're going to hate your life if you're in court with these people.
That's like the worst part about like when you're talking about like pursuing justice.
Yeah.
Like, they just need to fix that for women.
Yeah. And she was like, the lawyer, Corinne Mullen, love.
Shout out, Corinne.
Southern mom kind of energy.
Fuck yeah.
Just like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, oh God, please adopt me. But she was like, you could go to the police and then serve a restraining order. And I'm like, what am I going to this guy's basement apartment with the police?
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to get from this guy? The like $5 in his checking
Also,
account?
the police who famously want to do their jobs and protect women.
Yeah.
Come on.
In like a nuanced internet situation. Like and I like love that she was like, you can. It was affirming to have a lawyer be like, what's happening to you is very much like grounds for legal things. But
that's not how the internet works.
Yes. And so I had no defense. So I just silently, like similar to you, and yours is a trillion times worse, but I just silently watched people call me like an ugly bitch and a liar. They found my old comedy sets that were terrible and were like unfunny, dumb. And I'm like, this is just, and you can't turn it off. Like that's the thing. And I'm sure you relate to this. It's like, you're just like, no, God, that's wrong. And you're like trying to like,
you want to defend yourself, but there's no defending.
Can't. Yeah.
And you want to not look at it, but you can't not look at it.
You can't not look at it.
They're talking about you. You're going to look at it.
The other thing is like all this crazy shit happened to me, but in their minds, well, I don't think of myself. Everyone, whenever you defend yourself or even something neighboring defending yourself, explaining or trying to add information, important information, people are like, well, you're not the victim. I'm not saying I'm a victim.
Yeah.
But I am saying that
I'm saying you're a victim.
something crazy happened to me.
Yeah.
And to pretend that something crazy didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a victim because I am in the public eye and I've chosen this life.
Right.
Sure.
And I will continue to choose it.
Yeah.
So I understand that things like that can happen to me. Mm-hmm. But like, also like, I hurt this woman's feelings. Like I understand on the personal level, like, she interrupted a comedy show. Yeah. That doesn't make me feel like a victim, even if how she recounted the events feel totally foreign to me. She's entitled to her opinion. But like the cutting of the clips and taking jokes out of context and weaving them into the edit, that I feel like I can be like, not cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think of myself that way. But even trying to explain yourself, people are like, why are you playing the victim? I'm not, but this insane thing did happen.
Also, like you brought it up, like you're talking about it.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about it. That's why I'm explaining. I'm not playing the victim.
Yeah.
You're talking about me.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird. Like when something like this happens, because stuff like this has happened to a few of my friends, like in different levels and whatever. And it's so weird when people get the hate messages, the doxing, like stuff like that. I'm like, I have never met a person who would send someone a message that's like, I hate you, you should fucking die, or
but you may have.
Yes, that's what
the
I'm
thing
saying.
is,
saying,
but
like,
you may have.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I almost can't believe that these are real people.
I know.
I've been meaning to tell you. It is something I do.
I've
do.
like
Well, there's been a couple
communicated.
times where I'm like, I do. No, I won't.
Yeah.
I have communicated with these people after they've sent me messages.
Yeah?
Like
Yeah.
I've gotten hate messages. The thing is, leading up to the cancellation, sorry, are we going like crazy long?
No.
Leading up to it, I kind of knew it would happen.
Yeah.
Because I could feel that I was never properly aligned with the people who, that's not fair to say. There were people who consume my work for really specific reasons, and I don't want to take away that from them.
Yeah.
If my work was valuable to them, and I'm so glad that they liked it. But they also didn't like certain elements of my stand-up, or at least like, I didn't like the way that they enjoyed my stand-up.
Yeah, sure.
Which, as you're not supposed to say as an artist.
Yeah. But it's true.
Yeah.
Though.
It's
why Chappelle quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was fine back then.
Sure. Kind of was a hero of mine, which is really stinks.
R.I.P.
So it was a misalignment, and I could see it. I would get, before the cancellation, I would get these hateful emails about how I'd talked about something on the podcast or hateful comments. And I just kind of knew it would happen.
Yeah.
I didn't visualize it, but I just was like, God,
Yeah.
this sucks.
There's two things happening right now.
Yeah.
And they're not going to,
But
they're going to come to a head.
I don't have that anymore. People don't email me like that anymore. And
That's
that makes
great.
me feel like, something good fucking happened.
Totally.
Yeah.
Out of this. And wait, why was I saying that? How did we start?
I don't know, but I found it
But I
interesting.
liked it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I mean,
guys.
I do. It's like, no, it's truly fascinating to talk to someone who is on the end of this, especially in your position, because so much of what we see with cancellations are a lot of the times monsters where people are just like, you did this, and they did. And so we're like, oh, this seems like some form of justice.
There's a ton on the left, because these people message me and the comics tell me.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people who've been canceled on the left who they feel that they can't talk about it for things that they didn't, for jokes.
Yeah.
A lot of it's for
and
jokes.
I think they feel like if they do talk about it, they're like,
they're betraying the left.
Yeah.
or also like anyone who hasn't heard about it, now they're gonna know about it and they're gonna make it worse.
Well,
you know,
like Bob the drag queen recently got under some fire, and I'm like, what do we do? I'm also like, what are we doing? There's concentration camps
And yes,
in our country.
Yeah.
and there's another, with the people on the left, one of the reasons you don't hear about it is because cancellations are actually effective against women and minorities,
Yes.
whereas
Yeah.
men come back
Yes.
from cancellations.
Come back like
More
heroes.
successful,
Yeah. So there's a reason you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a confirmation bias that cancel culture is not real.
Yeah. Yes.
Because these frankly rapists are selling out theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
and talking about getting canceled.
as if it was
Anything that, as if it did anything to
Yeah.
them. I mean, I think in the case of like Louis, perhaps I will say,
that's one of the most interesting ones to
Yeah.
me. Louis
Oh,
is like
yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
well, because he
Almost nailed it. And then he didn't.
almost nailed it and then he didn't.
Yeah, he stuck the landing, but I will say the experience that you can have, like he has a bit about it where it's like, now the president of the United States knows what I'm into sexually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I believe that he did all these things. I also believe that that is a uniquely insane human experience.
Yeah.
And it's did damage to him. I'm not saying he didn't deserve the damage, but it is just bizarre. Is
Yeah.
all I'll say about that.
It's almost like we all loved Louis.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But man, I was just waiting for the really thoughtful
Me too.
special.
Oh, me too. Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Where I really genuinely, based on his work, I was like, he's gonna understand how this made women feel. He's gonna
Yeah. Yes.
learn, and he's gonna talk about it
And he's
in an
gonna-
excellent way.
And he's gonna be able to be the bad guy
and learn.
Yeah.
and learn and then it wasn't.
And I didn't.
And then
I
it
just
was
didn't
nothing.
see it.
yeah.
I even remember he was on a podcast and people were they were like, the hosts were trying to stoke it out of him, and he was like, hey, listen, man, I did something bad. I am trying not to talk about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, you are even worse.
Yeah.
Because an intelligent predator to me feels worse than a dumb, impulsive brute. I feel like an intelligent predator does understand contextually the forces at play and is using it intentionally. And I don't know the internal monologue of Louis, but I do know that
I wish I did. I think that's what I'm craving.
Yeah.
I know. That's what we wanted from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just didn't give it to us.
Yeah.
Wait, but let's do a couple of quick respectfully.
Let's do it.
Speaking of defending men on the internet,
Yes.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it. Yeah.
I am about to do it. Here's the thing, okay? Respectfully, we gotta stop calling men who do things that are either feminine or feminist performative, okay?
Yeah.
Some of them are. I understand that. I understand that some of them are doing it to get pussy, but here's the thing. There's like, it's been like memed to death. Now,
I see you and your they them pronouns.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see your nail polish, and I see you fucking a non-binary woman who's way out of your league.
I believe in your gender expression, whatever. I'm talking about men here. There's like, right now there's like competitions where a bunch of men show up to the park dressed as like a performative man, and they're like drinking an iced latte and reading bell hooks. And like, I get it, okay?
Tote bag.
I get the joke. It was funny for a second, but here's my thing. The other day I was on the subway and I was walking and I saw a guy reading the book Beloved by Toni Morrison, and he was reading it and walking, and my first instinct was to go, look at this fucking performative asshole.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do we not want men to read Toni Morrison?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we not want men to read bell hooks? Like, do we not want them to engage with feminist literature? Like,
Even if it's performative,
They're
if it's
doing
going
it.
into
It'll
their
seep in a
brain,
little
they're
bit.
doing it.
the
They're reading
generation
it.
beneath them,
Yeah.
it won't be performative for
Yeah.
them.
And the other thing that the other option of performing they have is performing horrible
Misogyny.
brute masculinity and fake masculinity
Yeah.
and like alpha male misogyny. Yeah, dude, read the book. I don't like.
Yeah.
Go to the if you have to. If the only way you're gonna read it is in a coffee shop with other people watching you, fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also think we're veering into this place that is kind of homophobic,
That's
kind
what
of
I'm- yeah,
transphobic, where we're like,
Biphobic big time.
we're like, you fucking
Yeah.
asshole painting your nails. What?
Yeah.
We're mad at
Can I say something? Let
Yeah.
me call him a faggot.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
can you just accept
Say that
him?
word just again a few times so I
Faggot,
can,
faggot,
so I can
faggot.
like clip it
Yeah,
and like
thank
throw
you
it
so
in
much.
your welcome.
Let me
yeah.
say it a little. Faggot, fucking faggot.
Oh yeah.
Take it out of
Finally.
Out
context.
of context.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
I think we have you saying the words "kill yourself" somewhere.
Yeah,
We'll put
yeah,
it.
But yeah, I mean, just let me do it. Bisexual women,
Yeah.
straight women, leave these men alone. Let me handle that.
There
Yeah.
are just such bigger fish to fry in terms of men. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? Like, there are men literally in person being like, I think women are pig dogs who don't deserve to
Yes.
live. And like, and we're being like, how dare you use wired headphones and order a matcha when you read your little feminist leave
Yeah.
Britney
Wait,
alone.
Yes.
are wired headphones not okay?
Apparently that was part of it when they were
I
all
wear
doing,
wired headphones.
I'm doing a wired
Yeah.
headphone. I
I
love a
lo-
wired headphone.
I just lose headphones so
That's what I'm
much.
saying.
They're falling out of my ears. I don't know how to keep them, and I forget to charge them.
Yeah.
I like a wired headphone, but we're being we're being mean to guys for using a tote bag. Leave him
Yeah.
alone. What if he doesn't know he's gay?
I do think
That's true.
Yeah.
Or what if he's just like, we've lost the term metrosexual.
Yeah, we should
and
bring
it's
that
like,
back.
I don't want to date a guy who wouldn't carry a tote bag.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
out of
Like,
fear of
that guy fucking sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
guy who's like, ew, that guy paints his nails. What a pussy. That guy is a loser
We hate that
idiot,
guy.
dude. We gotta stop making fun of the soft boys
Yeah.
who are reading the important female literature. Just leave them alone.
And may I say, though, I think we can privately whisper network
Yes.
amongst us about the one who is the wolf in sheep's
Yes,
clothing.
totally.
But the internet rage that's been thrown at
Yeah.
them conceptually, I agree. It's just our internalized homophobia being
it's
repurposed
also
as
like,
feminism.
It's like you're
Yep.
yelling at
Yeah.
the wolf in sheep's clothing while you're going on a date with the wolf in wolf's clothing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just like let it. Oh my god, thanks guys. Just like let him. Thank you so much. Let boys paint their nails and read books by women. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's good when they do that.
Dude, this better go viral.
yeah,
I
let
hope
boys let
so.
boys suck cock.
and let boys suck a little cock.
Yeah. I mean, I will say bi erasure,
Huge.
huge and
Huge if true.
especially huge if true. Gay. No, I think especially for older generations of men like Gen X or all that stuff, the shame that those guys have had to endure out of the fear of their own safety. Is so fucking sad. And I will say, as someone who almost exclusively dates queer men, I had to internally sort out my own internalized homophobia in a way that was way harder than I thought I would be. I view myself as such an open person. That's who I want to be in the world. But I really was on incognito mode Googling, are bisexual men real? Because the culture is so deeply fucked up about the fact that they're just on the DL. And I do think maybe that is the case for some men who like want to slowly come out. But it sucks that it like sows distrust in me towards a person who is brave enough to be honest with me. And it sucks that it makes me feel like suspicious of this person when they are truly taking a risk by coming forward with that.
Also, if you take one step back and look at what we're doing on the internet, when you're pointing to a guy who is like wearing like kind of a fruity outfit and painting his nails and making fun of him, really what you're doing is going, you're not queer. You're faking it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you've never talked to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have no idea what's going on. And you have no idea who he is. You have no idea who he fucks.
Yeah.
You have no idea what he's doing. Just like...
Who he fucks is me, by the way.
Yeah, and me, famously.
Yeah.
And like, I'm out here doing the work.
Not me, never.
And not Ashley.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
All I'm saying is I read better in coffee shops too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm like, do people think I'm trying to look? I'm like reading my John Waters book in a coffee shop and I'm like, do you guys think I'm trying to look cool? And I kind of am.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
What's wrong with feeling a little hot?
What's wrong with feeling a little hot
Couldn't
and
agree
cool?
more.
It's cool when a guy reads Toni Morrison. It's hot, okay? Leave him alone.
Yeah.
It's cool when a guy has seen more episodes of Drag Race than me. I like that about him.
Would you rather him do the worm at a wedding?
Right.
I just felt nauseous.
Would you rather him only talk about his fantasy league?
Yeah.
That's what you're asking for, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what you're fighting for?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And there could be a man who talks about his fantasy league and has sucked cock, and don't we want that man to be able to come out in the world?
And don't we love that guy?
And not be radicalized into right-wing politics because of his shame.
Because we're all yelling at him?
Yeah. We
Leave
gotta
him
shut our
alone.
fucking mouths.
We gotta
has
shut up
always
about
been my
these guys.
position
Leave
on
this
this
guy
podcast.
alone.
Women, stop.
Women,
talking.
shut up. Yeah, but that that's my hot
was
take of
amazing.
the episode.
Great take.
Thank you.
Great
oh my
take.
god, thanks guys.
I want to hear your take to see.
Well, mine's aligned with what we were talking about, so now I feel stupid for like just blabbing about this.
God, you're so stupid.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah.
Please respectfully stop commenting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think people should be restricted to 5 comments on the internet per month.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
There's no reason. It doesn't. If everyone stopped commenting and it was just all purely about just like what we're enjoying.
Yeah.
Don't you think the world would be just better?
Yes, and when we were talking about like winning points on the internet, we could use this for good. You get more comments if you're just funny and cool.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the-
Yes.
Because sometimes the comments are the funniest part of the video.
Yeah.
Oh, a
and those
viral
people, you
comment
get
section?
10 comments a month if you're good. If you use your 5 to be funny and cool and well behaved, you can get 10, I think.
Yeah.
I saw a video the other day where I guess pilots use Sprite to clean their windows or something. I don't know. But there was a video of a pilot like leaning out the window of a plane pouring Sprite on the windshield. And the video just said, why is he using Sprite to clean the windshield? And the top comment was, soda plane is clean.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That guy gets 15 comments.
That guy gets 15 comments.
That's so funny.
That's
that made
funnier
me
than
laugh
anything
out.
I've ever
Or it
said
was,
in my
it was
fucking
soda pilot can see. Sorry, that's even better. It's even
so
better.
good.
It doesn't even matter.
But I was like, yes, that's what the comment function is for.
I am new to Reddit. I'm posting my stand-up on Reddit in the stand-up comedy
There you go.
subreddit.
Straight guys are going to see
Well,
you.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
They are so much nicer
I
than
know.
even gay women.
I know.
They're so nice.
I know. Bitches
Reddit
be
kinda
catty
rules.
sometimes, unfortunately.
Well, I think it's because the subreddit has cultivated a
Stand-up fans.
very
Yes.
nice environment with stand-up fans. And I mean, I posted a clip on there and then also in like the bisexual subreddit and it was taken down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I mean, like,
Yeah.
But I found someone who had commented on one of my videos. I was like, let's just look at their profile.
Yeah.
So that you can
Yeah.
you feel angry right now, but in 2 seconds,
Yeah.
you're gonna see all their
That
comments.
is a good exercise.
And
Yeah.
you're going to understand that they are deranged.
Yeah, yes,
And
yeah.
that they're sad.
Yes.
And immediately I just saw that she had commented in that day 10 times.
No, crazy.
She had been over the course of 8 hours.
Yeah.
Had commented like once or twice per hour for the rest of the day.
They're
Yeah.
going through psychosis. A
and
lot
I'm
of
like,
them.
I'm like just trying to picture what that looked like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what
Yeah.
else they were doing. Were they like working and then coming back? But that really was
Doubt it.
upsetting for me. And for that person, we should cut them off.
No, I
Yes.
know.
At 5,
We're enabling them.
you're
Yes.
enabling them. They need to go out. They need to have
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
They need to speak
We're
to
serving
another
alcoholic
person.
booze.
Yes.
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 Yes, we are.
Cut them off.
Yes.
So much of this could be solved by talking to another person. Like this is, I think I might have talked about this on your podcast, but it came up in my brain. But like during Pride Month, I was seeing so much discourse online about like bisexuals
Yes.
at
Yeah, yeah,
Pride,
yeah.
and this
Enough
and
with
another
that.
person who gets to comment 10 times a month. Somebody commented on a video and was like, "Hey, you can't like talk about this stuff when you're fucking." Go fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're so worried about your identity, go fuck
You have
somebody
to-
and be like, this is my sexuality.
If you want more comments, you have to go fuck.
You can't do discourse while you fuck.
Yes.
I mean, you could, but it sucks. Okay?
Insanely rude.
Just go have sex or make a friend.
Be
dude,
with
and
people.
talk to them. And like, if you want to comment so bad, if you make one friend, you can send the video to your friend
And have a full discussion.
And you're allowed
Yeah.
to have as many messages as you want.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can message all you want.
And when you want to write something really bad, a la me and Lizzie, you put the vanish on
put
the
the
message.
invisible ink.
When you see the invisible ink, I'm like,
This is gonna be a good
something
one.
crazy's about to drop.
The only time I ever write a mean comment is responding to a mean comment
Yes.
Yeah.
about me. And every time I'm about to, I go, Jen, can you believe this? What should I write back?
Yeah.
And Jen goes, nothing.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
I know.
I know.
And sometimes I don't listen to her. And I regret it.
Yeah.
But you,
Every
I know,
fucking time I
I do
regret
that
it.
to my boyfriend too, and then he goes, "Don't write anything," and I go, "I wrote something. Go like it. Go like my comment. You have to go like it."
All right, I will say my commenting, I'm like a real soft guy, despite my cool metal outside.
You seem so soft to me.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Do people not think you're soft?
Some
People
some
think I'm a
do.
huge bitch.
People think
Yeah.
I'm a huge bitch.
Because
But
we're
I'm
like
so soft.
outspoken.
I know.
Yeah. So I'm a soft guy. I'm on there crying. There's a guy who had a stroke and now makes like t-shirts. Fuck you.
Sorry, but this is so
Oh,
what you're
is
up
this
to
the
online.
guy?
Andy, shout out to Andy.
Yeah.
Wait,
makes-
what kind of t-shirts does he make?
He makes t-shirts where he writes like with his, he's like regaining his motor functions, and it's like people are going through more than you know, but it's in like the stroke writing.
Yeah.
And he's
Oh,
so
so it's like actually
cute.
kind?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm on
It's not the old guy who's like, you have BPD.
No.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
okay.
It's like a really nice thing.
I was like, I didn't know he had a stroke, but that makes
That
sense.
actually tracks. Yeah, he got the
The Fetterman stroke.
Yeah, the pedophile stroke. But I am like, I write nice comments under Andy's stuff because I'm like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
It like makes me feel good to
I do that
encourage
to
people.
Tony P from DC.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
I'm
don't know
like,
if you've seen him.
I haven't seen him, but well,
don't
maybe
send it.
I
I got it. I'm crying all the time in
Yeah.
like a nice uplifting
Yeah.
way. And I'm like, all right, you get as many nice comments as you like. But when you start to be the subversive guy,
Well, you can earn points.
yes.
You can get points. You can earn credits to comment.
Yeah.
And you can use them, use them
It
for
has to
good.
be agnostic though, because even
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
a comment is right,
yeah.
if it's wrong to someone else,
Yes.
it's gonna fucking.
No,
But
we're
Yeah.
fighting.
soda plain is clean is not wrong to anyone.
It's,
Yeah.
not, it's just fun for
It's
the
actually
whole
the
family.
most right thing that I've ever
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
in my
yeah.
fucking life.
God, whoever that is, you should get an Emmy. That's crazy.
Give
I
that
laughed-
person a comedy
I laughed
special.
out loud at that comment in a way that woke my boyfriend up. And he was like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "I can't. Don't worry about
You're gonna think I'm an idiot, but boy,
And
does
you know that
this hit.
person's not a comedian. It's just
No,
a
that's what
person.
I'm saying.
It's just a person. It's just a genius.
It's the
dude.
funniest guy at the office,
Soda
and we'll
plain
never
is
know.
clean? Come
Amazing,
on.
amazing.
Well, I think we did it. Do
think
you
we
have?
did.
Do you want to do your quick one, or you want to sit on it?
Do your quick one.
I really think we owe an apology to the ants that love the live, love, laugh signs,
Sure.
because I'm like, isn't living, loving, and laughing kind of the best thing about being alive?
Going full circle.
Yeah, I'm kind of like live,
Going
love,
from
laugh
like,
guy.
okay, I think I like that, to
Yeah.
hack
Yeah.
back to, you know what, you're right.
She was right the whole time.
Is laughter not the best fucking medicine?
Right.
And us monster pigs have to be like hack, corny, basic.
Yeah.
Are some of these women Christians who voted for Trump? Yes. And I hate that live, love, laugh woman. But the one who like knits
I
and
know.
loves
Yeah.
her kids and we're like, fuck you,
The
moron.
one who like can't really get a handle on they them pronouns, but is doing her best.
but is trying.
yes.
Like the mom who's like, and is them coming? Come on.
Yes, yes.
Come
We're gonna
on.
be
Let
fucking
her
mean
cook
to that
with her little
lady.
sign.
I know.
She's doing her best.
They got it at Kohl's, and she's been building
got it
up
with
Kohl's
Kohl's
cash
cash?
for that. That's a nice lady, and you're a bad person for being mean to that fucking lady.
And you know during Halloween she has a different set of bowls that have pumpkins
Yes,
on
she's
them.
so
And
excited.
that's really cool.
I'm
Yes.
going to go a step further and I'm going to say, I don't think a lot of the people who critique that woman realize the hack kicks that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Like
Or that
you
it's
liking
hack.
your memes about
Yes.
like being
You're
a
just as bad.
bisexual.
You're
deep
That's-
fried memes.
That
Yeah.
is just as bad. It's just not hack yet.
yeah, your live, hate, laugh. You
But
piece
making
of
fun
shit.
of her is hack.
That's what I'm
making
saying.
Making fun of the live, laugh, love aunt is hack.
Like I saw a video where someone went to an Airbnb and there were like 60 versions of Live, Love, Laugh and like
Yeah.
Wine O'Clock and Don't Talk to Me Till You've Seen My Coffee. And I was like, that's funny. This is like clearly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, just give my mother-in-law one of them in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you monster. And I'm also like,
Her husband's dead. You know what I mean?
I was about to say,
Her husband is dead. She doesn't have a lot going on. She's watching a show you've never heard of, but for some reason has A-list actors in it.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
yeah, Ryan Philippe. is he
she's never
dead?
heard anyone.
Yeah.
In fact,
never heard
a young
anyone.
boy came out to her at one point and she
Yeah.
didn't tell anybody.
And she said, honey.
She didn't tell anyone. And
you
she
could
just looks
save
at
with me.
Facebook to see what he's up to.
Yeah.
Aw.
Jen's mom, my girlfriend, Jen's mom has a number of wine o'clocks and like don't talk to me till
Yeah.
I've had my coffee. And
Yes.
she's the best person that I
I
know.
know. A lot of them are like
She just loves.
way better. And also, like, again, as a soft guy and also as a woman who's like in love and in a stable relationship, I get real gushy these days.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, love. And also, as I've aged, I'm like, love is really kind of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that's like,
As your dreams fade away and
Yeah,
become
of
less
course.
attainable,
Yeah.
you really enjoy love.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I need it.
That was
Okay.
the biggest lesson for me of the cancellation.
Oh, yeah, no, me too. I think that's like a mature adult thing for sure.
Yeah.
Just to be like, thank God I have love.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
Well, 'cause
every
imagine
time
if you
I bomb
didn't.
my dick off, I'm like, I get to go home to someone who
Someone
loves me.
loves. My husband is from Ohio, and a lot of his relatives. I mean, they're salt of the earth. They're not Trumpy fucking people, but
Yeah.
all of the women are like named Wendy, and they love live, love, laugh,
God
and
bless.
they go out in the summer in their trailer, and they go to the lake, and like
You got to go to the
These
lake.
You gotta
I
go to
mean,
the
are-
lake.
are how
Have you
it-
guys been to the lake?
The
Dude.
lake rocks.
have
Yeah.
you seen the cover band playing at 6 o'clock?
Hello.
Time of my fucking life. and I'm like, these people have welcomed me more than any family that I
Yeah.
kind of have. And I'm just like, maybe we take the heat off of just like the
Yeah.
tote bags. I'm like, shut the fuck up with it.
It's
Let
like,
them be happy.
I think I'm better than you because my framed postcard with a corny saying on it I got in Berlin.
yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You just got yours at TJ Maxx and God bless you for
Yeah.
it.
We're all 10 years away from live, love, laughing. And
Yeah.
I need you to fucking sit down.
I saw this mug on Instagram that I want to buy for my girlfriend, but it's our version of that. It's like, what would it be? I would be a banging trad wife if I wasn't so busy being a hot bisexual slut or something
Yeah.
like
Love
that.
it. Yes.
That's
That's live, love, laugh. Yes.
That is the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every generation has their live, love, laugh, love, and don't be an ageist, classist pig towards
Yeah.
these women.
Also, it is cheap decor.
yes.
Not everybody can afford fine art.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of the day, so much of this is classist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know you love to flip it back on this.
I know
Yeah.
one of my favorite things is like when someone does something kind of racist or homophobic or whatever. I'm like, well, have you considered where they've come from and what kind of
Oh,
education
yeah,
they have?
Yeah.
It's so easy to turn the classist
Ooh,
back
it's
on
so
somebody.
easy.
I got not canceled at all, but I got a lot of hate comments for a joke that people were calling classist.
Yeah.
And one comment I replied to, I said, "Well, I taped this set because I needed $1,000 to pay my rent."
Right.
So
Done.
Who's being
Whoa.
classist now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
The
Yeah.
thud of
Yeah.
the mic.
Yeah.
And then they deleted their comment because
Yeah.
they didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we got a comment. Someone admitted they were wrong. We got
Whoa.
a comment. Kendall Farrell, shout out to him, friend of the pod.
Yeah.
He was talking about how morning people are so vicious towards people who like have different schedules and can't
Night
wake up
people.
early. Night people. And someone was like, well, this is just a problem of the privilege to like sleep till noon, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just
About
like,
bartenders.
right. And I was like,
Nurses?
bartenders, nurses. And they were like, yeah, you got me. And I was like, boom.
Yeah, some people have to work at night.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Dumb classes.
What about my
bitch.
boyfriend who's a doorman and works till midnight?
Bitch.
He doesn't get to sleep till 11?
Yeah.
1. It's 1.
Yeah, I would argue a lot of the people working at night are actually lower working
Yes,
class.
of
Yeah,
course.
for
Nobody
sure.
wants to work at night except us.
Yeah.
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 I mean, yes, some artists and people
Yeah.
who work from home, but
Yeah.
But people with regular jobs who work at night, they don't want to be. They'd like to be working during the day, I imagine.
yeah.
Eric. Yeah.
The producer's like, hey, this is way too
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
He's like, by the way, speaking of working at night.
Yeah, Well, let's
no, we do
close
have to
this
go.
out.
Yeah, Ashley, tell
This
the
was
people.
so fun.
You are
Thanks for
wonderful.
coming.
Oh, if you like me, you'll find me. I'm not like like I have a special out. Maybe go there.
Yeah.
Go there.
Go
And
there.
then if you enjoy that, I'm sure you can figure out how to see me from there.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
can't figure it out,
How are you listening to this?
Yes.
How
Yeah.
did you figure out how to listen to this?
yes.
Lizzie, where can people find you and follow
Oh,
you?
you know, follow me on Instagram, Lizzie Cassidy. Listen to my other podcast, Close Calls, and come to my show every Wednesday at the Gutter at 9.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, and I don't know if this comes out before then, but
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
next
headlining
week.
Don't Tell Comedy September.
Fuck yeah.
I
Yeah.
think 24th or something. September 26th and 27th.
Nice.
So if you're in Chicago, come to that.
Yeah, come out. We love when our weird girls
And
come
last time I was
out.
in Chicago, you guys did come, and I could tell by your haircuts that it was you before you even talked to me.
Yes.
So come out
I
again.
can see you
I'll
guys
see you.
from a mile away.
And you have cool bangs.
Yes. Andrea Comedy 69 on all platforms. And hey, if you want to go to my Fansly and look at pictures of my pussy, it's
Hello.
Dogpig69.
Fansley?
Yeah, it's an off-brand OnlyFans. We can't get into it. All right, have a good night, boys.